All praises to Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle elders in New York, gym masters, salutations to you all around the world. This teaching truth, put your lives on the line for it. And shalom to you, serious Quaff. My name is Maya Ka'ala Button Gad, which a cocoa branch of Great Millstone. And right here, you looking at the picture of an Ishmaelite named Ali. You know, so-called Arabs are descendants of Ishmael. That's what he is, or he could be he could be a Edomite. Because Esau did came to Arabian and soaked their seeds among Ishmael. But whatever he is, man, he's not of Israel. He's a heathen, and what he doing, he's pushing Esau false narrative. All right, and this what they do, man. All right, and he puts the false narrative that the sons of Mizraim, ancient Egyptians, are their own people. You'll see. All right, it says right here, and the reason they do that is part of it. That is part of to hide the fact Esau push that the Egyptians are either Idumeans, all right, red people who had less skin pigmentation, Ashawa. All right, they flesh and blood show through, getting off red color, variants of red, peachy, pinky, orange red, like Donald Trump. All right, so I'm gonna skip down here. It says they had taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they had said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be known. Remember, so you can see right here, the tabernacles of Idumea, the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelite. So most likely he's Ishmael. So he's part of the council, basically to erase who are the Israelites, also to erase the rest of the history of the people throughout the Bible, especially all the dark-skinned people, man. This is why you gotta go to the Bible, man, because you gotta go to the table of nations. All right, so you won't be all confused and stuff, man. So I'm gonna play it. Let me see. So I'm gonna hit this. Read this right here. So, all right. Copyright is claimed in section 107. The copyright had 1977 allows this made fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, support, teachers, scholarship, education, research, and nonprofit educational person utilities and the balance of fair use. So I do not own the clip. I do not own the music scoring on this clip. All right, I'm just using this clip for educational reasons. All right, so go ahead and play it.
Indigenous to their homelands and come in all shades and colours. A recent paper published in 2021 gives us the clearest insight into the genetic history of the Egyptians, which I have modelled here for you visually to view. At its roots, the Egyptian genome is comprised of an indigenous North African core dating back more than 30,000 years. Around 10,000 years ago, we see the input of Natufian-related ancestry, which came from the first people who discovered farming in the Levant. Around 5,000 years ago, there was additional admixture from the Middle East, except this time characterized by the introduction of Mesopotamian groups who brought
see that right there. All right, this is the false part of the false narrative to push Idumean supremacy, so-called white supremacy. And this is one of the reasons why Yahweh had to come and take this kingdom down, man. That is constantly falling on is constantly just casting, just basically pushing out lies, man. All right. And that lie had did a lot of psychological damage to the inhabitants of this planet. And it have a lot of people murdered, man. All right. A lot of people murder do that because because the Idumeans, so-called white man, and the rest of the nations that buy into this wine, this indoctrination, when they kill their Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, whatever the people, the Israelites, all the earth, they don't feel guilty. All right, because what they think he's what subhuman. All right, subhuman. You got what sub-Saharan Africa. What you think sub means to subtract. All right, so subhuman. Oh, it don't matter if I killed that N word. He's subhuman, sub-African. Even though when you read the Zombie Bible Dictionary, they tell you Ham, the progenitor of the dark race, the Egyptian Ethiopians, the Canaanites, and put progenitor of the dark races, all right? Not the Negroes. All right. It says right here on Revelation 17:12, with whom the kings of the earth had committed fornication, and inhabitants of the earth had made drunk with the wine of her fornication, the wine of false philosophy, and lies and stuff, man. Because you go on American media where they say that the people of Mizraim, sons of Mizraim, so-called Egyptians, are fair-skinned people. What this guy's pushing right here, man. Matter of fact, you go look uh, look up it's really come, not ham, it's come, which means hot. Right? So it comes strong sun H2 525 hot from tropical habitat. Comes sun of north and sends on him. All right, hot. All right, what's this? Shaw Brown driver lexicon. All right, right here. Name of Egypt, probably the domestic name amongst Egyptians themselves by ever so inflicted the Hebrews, suppose him. Some no ancestors Egyptians. What do we suppose he are? All right, ancestors Egyptians among nations. All right. You see right here it says more recent Copticons written. It's like if I can't pronounce it. It's a dialect. Come, try to pronounce it. Come was word signify blackness and heat as plucked observed. All right. You can see right here another word for it says signifies black. All right. When it means black means dark brown. All right. What do Esau calls the so-called Negroes? They call them what a racial slur called mud people. Mud people, man. Race blacks. When you ever heard of so-called white people named mud people or refer to racial mark they skin to the soil, you're not gonna see. You're not gonna never hear that, man. You're not gonna hear another so-called white person. Something nowhere white's about calling a mud person. All right, that's unheard of, man. All right, and what do our ancestors Adama? You say Adam's really Yahushua. Adam is what from the ground. He's what else? Yahushua in a previous life. And then right here, you always add general redness. But you go down south, the red dirt is brown. But the dirt was darker than that. All right. During biblical times, when the Adam came out, Adam is from the ground, man. And they do that to add confusion and everything. Why would the Most High take his precious creation and make less than it? Because the richest soil is dark brown, man. It'll tell you that. Why is rich soil black? Means dark brown. Top soil dark brown because it contains dead in various state decomposition. All right. You can see right here, Gaznick on the color present iron. The black soil provide fertile land enriched on the black soil is rich with calcium, potassium, magnesium. Crops like cotton, oilseed, tobacco, ragged maize grow well in it. So Yahweh made his son, Adam his son. So Yahweh shall he gonna give his son the best body he can. He gonna use the best ingredients. Right, that's his prince, his son, man. So all right. So let's go right here. Let me see. Content. All right. All right. Sorry, explain that. Right. And another thing, they you see right here, hot, sunburnt, so swarthy. And then right here they said Japhet connected the word simplified to be fair. As they try to say that Dumians are Japhet was not true, man. That's another lie they push. Right, the Jap people are Japhet people. It's the people of Polynesia. Because they are beautiful people. All right? That's what I mean, Japhet. Basically break down to a beautiful people in Hebrew. All right, Yapa is beautiful. That's part of their name. All right, so, all right, you can see right here, you can see they relate to who? The Cushites. The Cushites are who? The Ethiopians, their cousins. So let's go right here, type in Ethiopians. See what they look like. Oh, they're their own people that they try to do us another narrative. They try to push these different types of Ethiopians. You see dark brown people, man. And another thing Esau like to push that blacks are Canaanites, but the Canaanites are directly related to the Egyptians. And then you go to Genesis chapter 10, look up the chart. The sons of Ham is what? Canaan, Cush, Israel, the Egyptians. This blacks are Canaanite. You see how they information contradicts themselves. We try to say the curse of Ham. Really, Ham's son, Salak. Ham was a curse. His son Canaan, but they always tried to shift the curse of Canaan onto the Israelites, particularly the tribe of Judah, so-called Negroes. Then they turn around and say, "Oh, the Egyptians and this and that, even the Canaanites are so-called white people." So it's conflicted, and they fall upon their own sword by doing that. And expose their own lie, cut their own lie, because they know those people over there in the Middle East, us Shemitic and Hamitic was a very dark people, dark brown people, point blank. This is how you see. That's why you gotta use this Bible, man. Could destroy all their lies. All right. And then what they do, they say, "Oh, they're a nice olive skin color." Well, they had a nice little Mediterranean olive skin color. What color are olives? See right here. Skin red. Olive rarely burns, always tans. Still what? Melanated people. All right. Look right here, number one, very fear always burn, cannot tan. And Esau been caught up all the heat waves all throughout Europe, all America. They always get sunburned, their skin come off. All right. They turn red. I seen one Edomite, it was like 70 degrees outside. I seen one Idumean, like 7 degrees outside, man. His skin was burnt like a piece of bacon, man, walking down the street, man. Was this sunburnt? Look how red he is. Idumea. When they say the Egyptians, they own people and all this, basically it's just saying another way, saying they're Idumeans or Idumean looking, which is false. How these people dwell openly in the Levant, so-called Middle East. Because in their homeland, Edom, they had mountains and stuff they could hide, or they could wear long clothes and stuff, or they could just come out like when the sun's not that hot, or they do come out, they got the cover and stuff. But to say the Egyptians look like this and all, man, they doing that to hide the dark phenotype of the Israelites, which are the ancestors of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. At the same time, it pushes Idumean supremacy. Then try to say, oh, some ancestors came from the Mesopotamian area. All these lies getting debunked, man. This is how they got. Well, if I know what, I'm gonna say that. If I go right here, it's from the book. Hold on. It's from the book 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro. It says Persia was originally dominated by Negro people, known as Elamites, right? When you ask Iranian or you ask an East Indian, well, we the Persians, we the Persians. That's what they say. All right. And with this guy not telling you, and you can see how now she's Maya Rivera, she's so-called Dominican. Show Eve and all with you. Eve love lies, man. All right, but anyway, this from the book Golden Age of War, page 99, saying ancient Arabia was occupied by people far different appearance than most in modern possible. I just proved they were dark-skinned people. It said these were people once occupied Egypt who were affiliated with the East African stocks who now speak, right? Because they come from the lineage of Ham, who now speak the Hamitic or Semitic language. These were people who, in the days of the Romans, were the majority of occupants of the Arabian Peninsula, with a majority occupants of Arabian Peninsula, ways of colonization by Romans, Greeks, Turks, Iranians, Iraqis. Others combined with Europeans to bring out the gradual modification, physical span, and culture of the people in the areas of North Africa, closest to the Mediterranean as well. The people populated Arabian Peninsula. The West played down and ignored, completely denied the role of colonization, slavery, and concubinage. All right, because they was bringing in Idumean female concubines, and they also bring Idumean men in their slave. They was mixing with them. All right, in the creation of population, the coastal cities of North Africa like Cairo, Tunis, Algiers, the population is phenotypically similar in many respects to those areas opposite side of the Mediterranean, southern ports in Europe. European academia has you prefer to see the demographic note as testimony to Caucasoid or European origins, such as people as the Asian Berbers, Moors, and Egyptians. All right, it's because original population had been overwhelmed by others' biological culture. Few Westerns had written of the ethnic heritage contribution of Asian culture in North Africa, where in Egypt, two native Moroccan context terms of real or black African background. I mean, dark skin, dark brown, man. It said they had chosen to consecrate the most recent world Arab and Berber speaking people present if it were world always been. It's like comparing the Aztecs of 500 years ago with the ethnic mix in America today. All right, and this is the truth that the Idumeans, all right, the red people like to hide to keep their Queen of America run on the currency, keep on that false currency, man. And this is why they hate us Israelites, cause we basically tearing down their lives, man. All right, you can see right here, son of Israel, Egyptian. You know, you look nothing like these people, these modern day people, man. You don't look nothing like that. They're like, oh, they descendants of the original. No, they not, man. A lot of people descendants of bleached out Ishmaelites and the Greeks and the Romans up in there. You can see the people, sons of Israel, brown skin, so-called black people. You go Genesis 50:11, the Israelites was mistaken about another one, was mistaken by their brethren, the Canaanites. I'm talking about their brethren, talking about the Egyptians' brethren. The 12 tribes mistaken by the Canaanites as Egyptians. In Genesis 50, verse 11. You know, Esau, he envies Jake for their dark skin and hair, but Esau, by them being indoctrinated by the elite, they got problems with cornrows and stuff like that, locks, dreads and stuff. That's how you know they not the people, man. All right, they always make fun of coarse hair and all that stuff. All right, even though they secretly envy they want that, but you have to remember these people, man. They're the deceivers. Look at that. This don't look like nothing like modern day people in Egypt, man. This is who Joseph was mistaken for by his brothers. But then, when you tell the truth, you call culture vultures. They ain't rolling this comment here too. When you tell the truth, man. Call people culture vultures because they tell the truth. What's it?
The Egyptian race.
Little son of Cush, right? Son of Ham right there, Cush. And this guy's so stupid. I love modern Egyptians. They're the true heirs of ancient Egypt. So how they the true heirs when they call modern? These people stupid, man. They don't think, man. Thank you, bro. God bless. Yes, trying to get what he. In fact, let me go this TikTok thing.
If y'all pronounce this.
All right. Go his TikTok site.
The Egyptian.
So let's go to the comments. As an Egyptian, thank you so much for this. I made this video for you guys. I'm just marking. I made this video for you guys. Take respect the frustration you must feel with the cultural vultures stealing your history and traditions. What I do is been stealing history and traditions for the longest. And Ishmael is helping out. And the guys are here. Most Egyptians can trace their blood outside Africa. So your video about today just a fine, but not throughout the history. Just stop. This is not true. Modern age Egyptians share relative genetic continuity overlap piece of the chart. All right, so what they do is because some of their forefathers are bleached out Ishmaelites and Greeks and Romans on the paternal side, so they try to run on the paternal side, so they try to do on the maternal side. No, you are the seed of your father, according to Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. You can see right there, these are Edomites, these are Dumians. Look at the reefs on their heads, stuff like that, which they stole from the original brown skinned jack fatted people. But oh man, these tears, man, among the sons of Israel. And also they these one thing, what the cat they call the Egyptian coffin. All right. But they couldn't do it. They couldn't have they had artistic way. Well, I guess they had artistic thing. They couldn't carve it like the real sons of Israel would do. Say paint their face, all these people. No, man. All right. Culture vultures, man. You part of the buzzard crew. That's why it's good to stick to this Bible. It says right here, I'm not denying, I deny West African and European claims to their history and stuff. All right, but see, this week basically saying, when they say that, I deny West African connect, right? Now, our people, basically just saying these not a colored people. But he don't realize, you look at the scriptures, and he should know this, he got a Quran, but anyway, Quran reflects the Bible. Originally, the Quran get their info from the Bible. And tell you now that the Nubians, Cush, and Mizraim are related. They descend from Ham. All right, but so-called Negroes, they're not Egyptian, they're Israelites. But like I said, when you say the Egyptians are a bunch of red people, translucent people with translucent skin, you're saying the nation of Israel are people with translucent skin, red people, so-called white people. Matter of fact, one of the pharaohs, a real Hamite, I'm talking about not our people, the real I forgot one of the pharaohs' family actually came from West Africa. People don't know that. He said now we don't he talking about DNA, all this. Now we don't need blood to test DNA. Well, it's true, you need to get the saliva and stuff, but anyway. That's the blood test. All right. Blood test. But I remember, I forgot, I think this guy named Diop, something like that. He's gonna take a blood test. And Esau ran up out of it, didn't want to take it. Compared, I guess, his to one of those Egyptian mommies or something like that. All right. But anyway, man, white back a social concept, but yeah, you pushing it. All right, you pushing into this video, correct? All right. Like I said, they drunk on like red scripture. They drunk on the wine, the philosophy of America. They so confused. America's Babylon means confused. They confused and they push the narrative, false narrative. Look at this guy right here, Jay. I'm black. And I knew this. I never understood why some African Americans say this. So embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but he called himself black. That's not embarrassing. These people, man. I mean, this what they Someone tagged that Nazi girl who kept saying the Egyptians were all black, I mean dark skinned, right? And it's funny how they accuse us of being Afrocentric cultural approaching. I forgot the word for it. Basically, culture being culture vulture, but they the one caused confusion. They the one that took our people and stripped them away their knowledge because Ishmael, the Arabs, had a hand of bringing us here to the Americas. They enslaved our people on the east coast of Africa, enslaved our people on the west coast of Africa, sold them, had a hand in it, built those boats and stuff. Sub-Saharan slave trade, the Indian Ocean slave trade. And they know we are Yehudi. They're Israelites, man. They know that the indigenous people of America are the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes of Israel. They know that. And matter of fact, a lot of those tribes in West Africa, if you look at it, they'll tell you we came from Levant. We came from Egypt. All right, people just don't poof and come out. Look at this dummy right here. As the African Bantu, what you're saying makes sense. Just we're different from us because they're just got dumb, man. And this is the hot mess that the Idumeans made in this world, man, on this earth. We talking about white people there in the past. They still doing it. And another thing, the name Egypt, that's not even the original name of those people. See, the people stupid. That's why Yahweh call these people the congregation of the dead. Yeah, it is, man. All right, with that, man, I'm just gonna say, hope you've been edified, and one thing they pushed the real Egyptians further down south. Some more figures and stuff. Esau, I mean, Idumeans, they'll have a heart attack. They wake up to born with some brown skin. When their babies come out brown skin like this, man, come on. Get out of here, man. All right, with that, go ahead and hope y'all been edified and shalom.